Good morning and welcome to your weekend healthy chat. I'm your host, Dr. Sara, and today we have an excellent show to start your morning off right. Our guests today are from the BPW, or Business and Professional Women's Club of Port Jervis. We have Charlene Trotter, who's the BPW president, and Michelle Dean, who is the scholarship co-chair, as well as a former BPW president. Good morning, ladies, and welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, we are very happy to have you on our show today. So let's get it started. So what is the BPW of Port Jervis?
We're a group of professional business women in Port Jervis, and we do have some members in Pennsylvania and in other areas in Orange County here. And we get together, and the majority of our work is to raise scholarship funds for seniors at both Port Jervis High School as well as Delaware Valley High School. And so we are a 501c3 organization.
And what does that mean?
We are a charity, a nonprofit. So if someone makes a donation for our annual Tricky Tray or any of the initiatives that we do in our community, then they're able to write that off with the IRS, which is really kind of fabulous. So, yeah.
How many members do you guys have currently?
I think we have about 62 or 64.
Yeah, wow,
I like Michelle's
that's great.
answer better, 64. Yeah.
That's an excellent amount. Great. Now, how did each of you become involved with the BPW? What inspired you?
Wow. I've been a member for 31 years, believe it or not.
Wow, that's excellent.
That's Michelle, by the way.
And at that time, I had one small child, Allison, and then actually I was pregnant with Aaron. But I needed to feel that I wanted to do something for the community.
Great.
Also to get out with some other women to kind of just talk with them and, learn some new things. A lot of our members have very interesting jobs, and you get some new connections. And through the years, I've been involved with the dinner committee and the scholarship committee and our fundraising committees.
Great.
And we've gotten new members. We have a lot of great members. And like I say, their connections and what they bring to the club are just very interesting to me.
Very nice. And how did you become involved, Charlene?
Well, actually, a friend that I met through Rotary, Patty Neosi, the Port Jervis Rotary Club, had said to me, we have a professional business women's club, and why don't you come and join? And I came to a couple of meetings and really liked it. I loved the fact that all of these women are incredibly dedicated and devoted to raising money each year for scholarships for young students and, to go on to higher education. So I really, really loved that aspect of it. And
how long have you been a member?
I think since 2005 or 6, something like that.
Great.
I don't know, something like that. It seems like a really long time. But Michelle has really made a lot of contributions to the BPW as past president, vice president. God knows how many other titles she's had. But when she came today to do the show with me, and I'm very glad that she showed up because she knows everything about BPW.
Oh, good. So now, how does one join BPW?
Well, you would come to 2 of our meetings.
And are these meetings you have on a monthly basis? Or are they every...
we usually have dinner meetings. That is the third Wednesday of the month, except in the summer. Anyone interested can contact any of our members or even go on Facebook. We have a Facebook site.
Oh, nice.
You can contact Charlene. Like I say, contact any one of us. Come to one of our dinner meetings, see how it is. Come to another dinner meeting, hand in an application, and be installed shortly afterwards and join the club. You don't have to come every month to the meetings. We do understand some people have commitments that they do have to keep. But all in all, it's a great group of women.
Yeah. And it's, what is it, $30 a year for dues? So
Yes.
it's very
that's
reasonable.
not bad at all.
Yeah, and we just really want to encourage business women, professional women, and we have a few that are retired that used to, but they make incredible contributions to the club. As a matter of fact, 2 of our founding members are still alive, and they've been members for 62 years. So, yeah.
Wow, that's phenomenal.
That is amazing.
Are there qualifications to be a member?
Well, yeah, I don't have it in front of me. In other
We
words,
have to be involved in business
part-time,
or
full-time.
professional, involved in some kind of work. We do have, like I say, some women who have retired that have now the time to actually join.
Right.
So,
but it's a big group of volunteers. So, yes, we would encourage any and all women to certainly be part of the club.
Oh, that's great. Now, what are some of the activities that BPW is involved with throughout the community, whether it's Orange County or Pike County?
Well, our largest is the annual Tricky Tray, which is coming up. I know we're going to talk about that a little bit more. It is our major fundraiser of the year, from which we award scholarships. I believe this year and last year, in the last few years, they've been $1,500 each. And depending on how much net proceeds we raise at this annual fundraiser, will determine how many scholarships we can give out to both Port Jervis seniors as well as DV seniors. And also, we do some work each December and for Salvation Army.
Right. We help. We man the kettle one day for them. We also, at our December meeting, it's geared around the Salvation Army. All our members bring wrapped gifts.
Nice.
For them.
For the toy drive?
Yes, for our toy drive that then the Salvation Army then can hand out to their children who are, in need of gifts. We also do National Night Out. We participate.
What's that? What's National Night Out?
It's
National Night Out Against Crime is a nationwide thing. I think it's the second or the third
Tuesday
in August, right? And Port Jervis has one. So we always have a table there at National Night Out, since Port Jervis has been doing that for the past several years. And give away things to the kids, raffle off bikes and helmets and stuff like that.
Right. I think we also gave out 10 backpacks filled with supplies.
Wow, that's fantastic.
And we also have a community projects team that, with the BPW, that will, if there are certain needs in the community, in the Port Jervis area community, we will raise money at various other events, whether we're, selling baked goods or what have you, and we'll make the donations to a particular family or to an institution where there might be some need there. So it's just
such a great asset in the community. Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah, and we also sometimes send kids to camp, right?
That's also through the Salvation Army.
Yeah.
We give them, I believe, a check in December for that purpose.
Yeah. Send, I think it's one
Local.
or two kids to camp for the Salvation Army. Yeah.
Very nice. Well, I know we want to talk about the Tricky Tray, so we'll be saving that for segment 2, and we'll be right back after this. Welcome back. We're here with Charlene Trotter, the BPW president, as well as Michelle Dean, a scholarship co-chair of the BPW. And we were just discussing some of the different activities the Business and Professional Women's Club of Port Jervis is involved with. And I know a big one that's up and coming is the Tricky Tray. Now, so for our listeners, what is the Stars of Tomorrow Tricky Tray?
Well, this will be our 13th annual Tricky Tray. And what it is, I guess you could say it's a fancy penny social, if people remember what a penny social is. But we'll have some fabulous baskets and trays of items, usually over 250, that are wrapped in cellophane with bows. We have a ton of gift certificates from a lot of our local businesses and merchants.
Very nice.
We have special tables that have gifts over maybe $50 or $100, and super special tables that have also gifts probably over $150 or more, which I'll tell you some of those gifts. But what happens is you would come to our door. We sell our tickets for $1 a piece, which you have 25 little tickets you would put in the buckets, plus a door prize ticket.
So 25 chances to win with $1.
That's right. And no admission charge. So we are one of the few organizations that don't charge you to walk in our door.
Very nice.
So, and also what we started a few years ago, if you buy $30 worth of tickets at the door, you get a special other chance, little ticket that would put you in a pool to win a cash prize of $200.
Wow. Yeah, I have to say, I'm from Georgia, and I didn't know what a Tricky Tray was.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, what is that?
No, I know. When you started talking about it, I was like, penny social I kind of knew because I remember that growing up. But the Tricky Tray, I was like, I'm not really sure what that is.
But I have to tell you, I mean, the first BPW Tricky Tray that I went to, it was absolutely incredible. I couldn't believe how many wonderful, all these little baskets are themed baskets, and our members, donate these baskets. And it is bar none. I've gone to a few Tricky Trays since, and there is no Tricky Tray like the BPW, Port Jervis BPW Tricky Tray. I mean, they come from just everywhere, don't they,
Everywhere.
Michelle? Everywhere.
I mean, we are known to have one of the best because we have quality items.
No, the best.
The best.
Yeah.
And
the best.
Well, the other thing which I hear from a lot of people is they know the money we earn goes back to the community in terms of our scholarships. Last year alone was $15,000, so that's $1,500 scholarship.
That is phenomenal.
And just
Amazing.
a little history, I mean, being this is our 13th Tricky Tray, we have raised over the 12 years $160,000 that has been distributed to 131 students.
So that's incredible.
That is.
And as a matter of fact, we're sitting here today with a former recipient, Dr. Sara, of one of our scholarships, right, Michelle?
That's right. That
15 years ago.
15 years ago.
And it is definitely incredible to be able to not only just be a recipient, but to give back to my community and just, what the scholarship helps with to help pave the way for whether it's undergrad, medical school, whatever you use the money for. I mean, it's amazing. So many of us in the community are very lucky to have women like you out there.
Oh, thank you. And you know what? Michelle Dean was saying that Dr. Sara was one of only five scholarships awarded that year.
Well, back then, I believe it was from our murder mystery dinners that we used to hold. And back we thought $5,000 at that time was, wow, we are doing great. And we gave to 5 recipients, in those years. And when we started this Tricky Tray, the numbers went from 7,000 to 10,000 to 12,000 to now, we're up to 15,000.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So we need people to come and to buy tickets and to and also one of the great thing is the last few years, I think our 50-50 that we take that day
was over $1,000
to the winner.
Wow. To the winner.
So you want to be part of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely want to be part of that.
Some of our other great prizes, we have 5 Coach bags for all you women we have great Coach bags, a Kindle. We have a 47-inch LG TV flat screen.
Now these are on the super special table, right?
Those are probably on the special or super special.
Yeah. And those tickets are how much each?
I believe they are, I'm trying to think, $10, you get 15 tickets at the special table.
That's a good deal.
Or they were $2 a piece.
Yeah.
And I think the other ones are also 10 and maybe you got 7. I don't remember.
Whatever it is, it's a fabulous deal.
Those are a little extra for those prizes.
Yeah.
Also we have museum tickets at Bethel Woods. The Port Jervis Youth Football League has donated some gift certificates for cheerleading or football registration. And we have a large group of kids in Port that perhaps spending to register for one of those is a lot of money. So you could come win that.
And the gym's always packed. It's absolutely packed. We have great hot dogs that we serve. What are they sold for? $2? $2 for hot dogs that day. So every little thing that we do that day helps us just to put money toward, obviously, net of the expenses of running the event. And we're incredibly grateful for Port Jervis High School and their generosity with allowing us to be in the gymnasium there, and the honor students at Port Jervis High School for helping us every single year. It's a major shout out to the support that we get from Port Jervis High School, and we really appreciate everything that they do. And like Michelle said, the merchants in in Pennsylvania and here in New York that donate gift certificates so that we can help raise money. It's really incredible the way communities come together.
Now, when is the event this year?
Oh, that's a good question.
It's March 8th, which
Saturday.
is Saturday.
So coming up.
Saturday, yeah. Saturday, March 8th. The doors open at 12 noon. And for those of you who, Tricky Tray lingo, calling starts at 2. That means they'll start.
So when they start pulling the tickets,
that's right.
You're the winner.
Pulling the tickets for this particular prize, they shake it up and they pull a number out and then they call the person out, who would be sitting in the audience waiting to win. So it goes pretty fast and furious from 2 o'clock. And we always have an incredible showing. Rain, snow, sleet, or shine, this event will go on.
Very
and
nice.
So we're hoping for some good weather. And, I know everybody will have a great time and find some wonderful gifts. And you're supporting students going to college. So
yeah, so really everybody better come out there to support
everybody.
Absolutely. Now, I know we touched a little bit about the scholarship process. Now, how does someone become a candidate for that, and what is the scholarship that we give out?
Yeah, Michelle, you've been the co-chair of that committee for many years. So, Michelle, I think can probably speak to the process.
They would have to go to their guidance in either Port Jervis or DV. There's an application that we have. We look for their activities, where they rank in class, their community service. If they're working, we see their transcript.
Right.
Last year, there were 77 applications from the 2 schools. We get a large amount of applications. But then again, we're giving out a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
We have a process where we have a committee of 11 ladies that will see the application with no names, nothing that would indicate who the child is.
Right.
Yeah,
Or
it's
just
a very,
a number.
it's a very fair process. So,
Right.
I mean, I think it's, having it be blind, having it be,
Absolutely.
is really wonderful. So, that committee
To
works.
see who really deserves,
Exactly.
which is nice.
That committee works very hard and takes a lot of things into consideration with respect to that. And I believe the deadline has already passed, has it not?
End of March, usually.
Oh,
in both
okay. So there's still
schools.
time
Oh,
for
great.
the kids to get in.
So for those of you out there listening, there's
Yeah.
still time to get the application in.
Yeah.
Now, I know it's the business and professional women's, but I know with the scholarship, can men or boys win it
yes.
as well?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Men or women.
Men or women,
Yeah,
as
yeah.
long as they are qualified, and we
Yeah.
have some awesome
Get their
students.
application in on time.
That's
Get their
Yeah.
application filled out.
Yeah.
Some
And
of our kids are just amazing what they write, and then that we hear from them. They come to. We have a dinner for them in June.
Oh, very
We
nice.
invite them and a guest.
Mhm.
We have a nice guest speaker, and we have all the kids get up and tell us a little bit about themselves, where they're going to school. So
I remember that dinner quite a
Yeah.
few years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I said I was going to be a
doctor.
pediatrician.
Yes,
yeah?
you did.
Yeah, my mom will say I said that starting at the age of 5. But yes, in high school, I remember very clearly doing
You
that.
did. I was there. I remember what you said.
No, well, that is definitely an excellent thing to have in the community. And we thank both of you for your work here, not only with the BPW, but also with the efforts in both Port Jervis as well as DV, Pike County, that area as well.
Yeah, I mean, the women of the club are incredible. There's been no other organization I've been part of in terms of volunteers that everybody pulls their weight.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's passionate about this, and everybody gets it done. Don't they, Michelle?
They do.
It's amazing.
No,
It's
that
absolutely
is. That's
amazing.
fantastic. So, well, we thank you so much for being on our show today.
Thank you, Dr. Sarah.
And thank you for 15 years ago. It really went a long way, so I appreciate it.
Well, we're glad to hear that, that you made out and that you're a doctor and you are doing your dream, and we were glad we were part of it.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. And
Thank
we'll be
you.
right back after this. Welcome back. Now's the time in our show for our email question of the week. And this mom writes, I'm worried. My 11-month-old son only has 2 teeth. My daughter at this age had 6. Is this normal? It is absolutely normal. Each infant is different. The average child before they hit the first birthday can have anywhere from 2 to 8 teeth. Some infants even start the teething process early, well before 4 to 6 months, which is the average. And some are later with not having a first tooth pop through until they're closer to 1. My little guy didn't get his first tooth until 10 months, although it felt like he was teething since birth. And speaking of teething, Tylenol and Baby Oragel are the best bang for your buck to make them as comfortable as possible. I hope this helps, and remember, each child is unique and runs on their own schedule, which is rarely the schedule we'd like them to have. For those of you with further email questions, please feel free to email me at drsara@middletownchc.org. Again, that's DRSARA@middletownchc.org. I just want to thank our 2 speakers who are here today from the BPW to discuss all the wonderful activities that they have going on, especially the Tricky Tray, which is March 8th, just to remind everybody. So thank you both for being here. And I hope you have an active and healthy week ahead, and I'll see you again next time. Take care.